It's like a lifelong dream that took a long time to get to the lifelong dream. But when it got to it, I knew that that's where I was supposed to be and that's where I wanted to be. When I was, I think, 10, there was a police car, unmarked police car down at the end of our street, and about 3 or 4 motorcycle cops, and they were running radar. The guy down at the end of the street, that police officer, was very nice, showed me everything about the radar and explained to me about motorcycle cops and different things in law enforcement, and it really intrigued me, and that's something that from that point on I always knew that at some point in time I'd be in law enforcement. I've had several different kinds of jobs. My wife actually got sick, and because I was working shift work for Duke, I was working 12-hour-a-day shift work, and my children were small, and when she got sick we didn't know exactly what was wrong with her, so the 12-hour days and rotating shifts were too hard to try to also take care of the kids and her. So I ended up quitting Duke and went back to work in construction with her dad, because that gave me a Monday through Friday daytime job to where I could be home at night to take care of the kids when they got home from school, and also take care of my wife until we could actually figure out what was wrong with her. I already had in mind that there were 3 jobs within the department I always wanted to do. I either wanted to be a motorcycle cop, a canine officer, or on a SWAT team. I didn't feel like pursuing to get a motorcycle endorsement to do the motorcycle part of it, so I went and actually became a canine officer for a year. I had a broken knee and some other issues that happened there, so after that all happened, I refocused on what I wanted to do within this department, and the only other thing I wanted to do was be on a SWAT team. Other than just a regular police officer, they're the ones that truly could go in and make a difference. It took 3 tries before I made it, but I did. Never surrender, never quit. My favorite part would have to be the camaraderie with fellow team members. I come from a very large family. I had 7 brothers, 2 sisters. My dad had a large family. My mom had a pretty good sized family, and they always taught us that family was the most important part of a person's life. One of the other reasons why I took this job was to hopefully have the opportunity to maybe make a difference in a teenager's life, a small child's life, or even an adult. If I can touch 1 or 2 lives, in which I think I have in the past 15 years, I know I've touched at least 2. Plus mentor some of these kids to where when they're 20 years old, 21 years old, they can come back and say the same thing that I did when I was 10. I'm here because the police officer took time to be nice to me.